Well, let's speak now to another South African comedian who used to book Trevor Noah when he was earning exactly nothing. Joe Parker opened Parker's Comedy and Jive in Johannesburg in 2008. That's the venue dedicated to stand-up comedy. He joins us on the line from Montecasino, where it's situated. Joe, thank you for joining us. Take us back to when Trevor Noah was doing gigs for free.
Well, Francis, thank you, and thank you for having me on the show. Trevor approached us around about 2003, 2004, looking for time on stage. And, as a comedian, when they first start doing stand-up comedy, they get what are known as open spots, which is 5 to 8 minutes of comedy for which they don't get paid. And you perform in front of a comedy audience, and he started doing those with us. I would imagine around about the beginning of 2004. So when you look at the timeline there of 11 years, for it to achieve what he's done is astonishing. He, because of his obvious talent when he first started doing open spots, he progressed to getting paid very, very quickly. And we would be, he'd be working for us regularly in the venues that we managed, and then of course moved on to corporate comedy as well. And of course, the rest is history. From his the time with SABC, and then obviously doing a lot of corporate work in and around South Africa, to moving to America and getting onto Leno's show. I mean, it's amazing. It really is quite amazing.
Joe, could you envisage at that point when you first met him that he would not be only a star in South Africa, but globally? He's now going to be as recognized as Charlize Theron, probably.
Well, no, I've got to be honest with you. Nobody had done anything like that before. But, Charlize Theron, obviously is an exception, but certainly in our industry of stand-up comedy, because of the fact that comedy is so kind of based on culture and language, to imagine a South African comedian being able to go, first of all, to America and to get onto programs like Leno and David Letterman, it was unthinkable. One never even considered that. But he was obviously very talented because of the way he progressed so quickly from doing open spots to doing corporate comedy. So, and even when he was an established corporate comedian here in South Africa, and he'd done local videos and he'd become very popular, to imagine that he would get a show like the Daily Show in Jon Stewart's place is astounding. It's absolutely astounding. So he's done incredibly well. I'm really so happy for him.
He now potentially will be one of the highest paid TV hosts in America, therefore in the world. Jon Stewart certainly was. But is this a huge exception in an industry where many people struggle, and will it be a motivation for the young people coming up?
Well, I certainly hope so. I've always felt that we're just one part of the comedy community in the world. And I've always encouraged young comedians to try and internationalize their material, so that when the opportunity comes to work in other markets, that they've done some work and research. But clearly, Trevor had it in his mind. I certainly didn't talk to me about it, but he had it in his mind that this is what he really wanted to do. And he's just been so incredibly successful with it. It's really quite amazing.
Joe, final question. How is he viewed among the comedy fraternity? It sounds like you've got a lot of goodwill. Has any arrogance crept in as he's become bigger and bigger, or is there still a lot of respect for what he's achieved?
Yeah, I think that's the word. That's the right word, because it's just like any show business or branch of show business is. It's quite a competitive industry. But I think one thing there, the word you used there, the respect. He has the respect, I would imagine, and I can't speak for everybody, but he certainly has the respect of our industry in this country. And I think that what he's done is he's shown the rest of us what is possible if you really work hard, and he's really, I think you chose the right word there. We respect him immensely.
Thank you so much, comedian and entrepreneur Joe Parker.